is 5 on Your Side at 6. Focused on you.
Tonight, fights in one Illinois school district is leading to restrictions at a home football game. Parents tell us this problem isn't anything new. Thank you for being with us. I'm Ann Allred. Multiple fights broke out at Alton High School on Wednesday. Today, students learned remotely as district officials cracked down on who can attend tonight's football game. 5 on Your Side's Mercedes McKay spoke with parents and teachers. She's live from Alton with new information about what next week could bring. Mercedes.
And less than 10 minutes ago, the parent I spoke to today told me that she got an automated voice message from Alton High School saying that Tuesday is now a remote learning day, and also that metal detectors will now be installed next week in the high school. Now, tonight's game, no outside fans are allowed inside this stadium. Only family members of players, the marching band, and the cheerleaders can watch from the stands. Now, this is really upsetting for everyone involved, and everyone is just pushing for change.
It's kind of tough to see your students going through this and staff going through this.
The Alton High School parking lot was unusually empty for a Friday as students learned remotely. One day after classes were completely canceled.
And it was just one of those things that kind of spiraled out of control, and it was a tough situation.
That situation was this. A series of fights that broke out inside the school Wednesday. This just one of the many videos circulating on social media that caught the violence in action.
I think it points to a bigger problem that we have, that a lot of students are dealing with a lot of problems.
That's why Alton Education Association President Bobby Rickman is calling on safer schools so students know they're loved and cared about.
And we've got to work on making sure that they understand that and learning how to reach all of our students.
For Alton High School parent Sarah Rose, this isn't anything new.
Over the course of 10 to 11 years that my kids have been in the middle school or the high school, I haven't seen any change.
In fact, the mom of 4 says the situation has only gotten progressively worse.
In asking the kids about their day, not just daily but weekly, it's like, how was your day? How were classes? Did anybody get in any fights?
While Rose understands the district trying to avoid the escalation of violence at Friday night's football game, she's upset it's come down to this.
It's kind of removing that high school experience for our kids. It's just really sad.
The concerned mom just wants the district to be proactive instead of reactive.
We all just want to know what is going to be the solution, both the short term and the long term.
Less than 30 minutes from now, parents, teachers, and even students will be rallying outside the football stadium here about 30 minutes ahead of tonight's game, wearing red, rallying for safer schools. Now, we did get a full statement from the district. We have that on our website, ksdk.com, under the As Seen on TV section. Live in Alton, Mercedes McKay, 5 on Your Side.
Tonight's football game between Vashon and Cardinal Ritter has been postponed following a fight at Vashon. St. Louis Public School administrators say threats were made during the incident, so they decided to postpone the game for safety reasons. The district is working with Cardinal Ritter to reschedule. Controversy at the city's downtown jail continues tonight as aldermen are now joining the call for a change in leadership. An inmate died early Thursday, making it the 8th inmate who has died in just 16 months. Our Christine Byers is live outside the jail with what happened when an oversight committee member tried to go there and demand more information. Christine.
And that's right. Less than 24 hours ago, Janice Menza left the CJC here in handcuffs and with a citation for trespassing. Police say Menza was refusing to leave, and Menza says there's more to the story. Now, Board of Aldermen President Megan Green is calling for an immediate change in leadership, and the Board of Aldermen's Public Safety Committee is calling for additional transparency as well. 5 on Your Side has confirmed with a family member that the inmate who died early Thursday was 55-year-old Terrence Smith. He had been jailed since January on murder charges. Internal documents show Jail Commissioner Jennifer Clemens Abdullah didn't notify police of the death until 4 hours later. Janice Menza is a member of the detention facility's oversight board that has been clashing with Clemens Abdullah for months. These emails obtained by 5 on Your Side show part of the issue is Menza's refusal to undergo training required by law to conduct investigations.
I don't want to hear the word training more than I hear the names of those that we have lost. They said that originally we had done all the training that we needed. Then there was a second ordinance that introduced several new training items. I think somewhere between 9 to 11 new training items. We got no clarity on, does everyone on the board need to complete the training?
Now, those statements have come out within just the past 2 hours. Megan Green's statement calling misconduct and neglect on the part of the jail commissioner unacceptable. The Public Safety Committee also saying that the city needs to prioritize life over bureaucracy. Now, the mayor just responded in a statement of her own within the past 45 minutes. Her spokesman says she met with Jennifer Clemens Abdullah this morning and that the jail commissioner still has her confidence. Live outside the City Justice Center, Christine Byers, 5 on your side.
COVID cases are rising in the St. Louis area. The reason why? More exposure because school is back in session. Tracy Hinson is here to break down the numbers. Tracy?
And reporting of COVID cases has changed due to at-home testing. Earlier today, I spoke with infectious disease physician Dr. Stephen Lawrence with Washington University and Barnes-Jewish Hospital. He says it is important to note the trend, but not to worry.
We're talking about a slight bump up from what have been the lowest levels since the COVID pandemic started. So at this point, there's not yet any real concern about a serious increase in the number of severe illnesses.
So let's break down the numbers. This graph shows overall cases in St. Louis City from 2020 to now. Now, you might think April of 2020 is off, and that's because it probably is. Testing was more difficult then. The giant surge here between December and February of 2021 to 2022, that was Omicron. We're now here in August, low, but a slow climb is starting to form on the graph. Now let's check the 90-day range. Still minimal, but it is showing a gradual increase. Very small there. Roughly 15 to 25 people are reporting COVID cases in the city of St. Louis. And in the county, the number is higher. Over the past month, anywhere from 33 to 174 cases on a given day were reported to the Department of Public Health. Masking is a good way to prevent COVID infections, but Dr. Lawrence says the best way is immunization.
Ultimately, the best way to prevent against getting COVID, and then more importantly, preventing serious illness, is being up to date with the COVID vaccines. And in about 2 to 3 weeks from now, there will be a release of the latest booster that is really tailored to match what's been circulating more recently.
There has been rumblings and rumors about the most recent COVID strain targeting people who have not had it before.
We're becoming more immune to the virus so that the likelihood of getting really sick from it diminishes over time. But yes, for those who haven't yet had it, it's only a matter of time.
Now, I also asked Dr. Lawrence about using old COVID tests. Many of ours from 2020 have expired. He said to Google your brand before tossing it. Some have extended expiration dates. If your test has truly expired, though, it won't give a reliable result.
Fighting to stay open. That's what one St. Louis restaurant is doing after announcing its sudden closure. Our Justina Cornell takes us to the original Crusos in South St. Louis City to see what's next.
Jenny, I'm going to pass these over to you.
Ticket after ticket, working around the clock.
Just a handful of fries, too.
Cruso's crew hustles and bustles. This is how Stevie LaChance remembers this place.
Cruso's has been on this corner in South St. Louis City for 44 years. That's after the original owner, Steve Limmer, bought the building in 1979.
He was a mailman, and it was an open building, and him and his first partner decided to make it a restaurant. So my dad got sick about 10 years ago. My dad has Parkinson's. So I was bartending, just graduated with an elementary education degree, and kind of got thrown into running it.
For LaChance, it's always been about family, from staff to supportive St. Louisans.
Love this place, always have.
LaChance strives to save this space. Just this week, she announced its closure. COVID-19 and Mother Nature cooked up the perfect storm.
When that big storm came, but we were out for 4 p.m. to 9 a.m. and we lost a lot of product, probably close to $9 grand.
Some equipment malfunctioned too.
With the hoods sucked the heat out of there. So there's no way I would have put my employees through that without having those hoods back there. It was 100 degrees out.
Her announcement garnered thousands of likes.
No, I was not expecting the outpour at all.
And the ticket sales show.
I hope it stays.
The restaurant's future relies on the community's response. Time will tell what's next, but LaChance believes in her St. Louis family.
I just felt kind of buried, and I needed support, and that's what we're getting.
Justina Cornell.
Thank you.
5 on your side.